we are. Holy shit. That helicopter is fucking cool. Far out. That was fun. Here we are. Nuts. Home sweet home for the next 6 nights. Depends how the weather goes. They said they might come get me one night early. Just depends. Anyway, time to get set up. Up the junction hut. Ew. Far out. This is luxury. How good is this? Got a fireplace in here and everything. Far out. Stainless steel bench. A few bits and bobs. As you can see, it is raining good. Just been up to just doing a few camp chores. I'll take you for a bit of a cruise around. Just got my bag there, ready for filtering some water. Come into the cabin. Got my bar on the back of the door, jackets there, boots and stuff. Pretty cool having this big bench in here. Just got my sort of day's worth of food here, all my other food, a few bits and bobs. Just started having some electrolytes, other stuff there. Picked this bed for the night. Yeah, as you can see, look at that, the river is cranking. Oh, morning everyone. Just thought I'd give you a bit of an update. So what happened yesterday? So yesterday was flying as such, but today is actually meant to be flying day. So today is the 4th, I think it is. Yeah, 4th. But anyway, so yesterday the helicopter guys called me and said, we're going to have to push back your days. And I was like, that sort of sucks a bit, but is what it is. Yeah, so anyway, he's like, just basically for today, he's forecast for crazy amounts of rain sort of thing. And so the cloud cover and all that, they wouldn't be able to fly. So I was like, what about, can we fly like now then? Like today? And he's like, yeah man, he's like, we can go now if you want, like the weather's not too bad. And I was like, yeah, I'd way rather do that. I'd rather be in here hanging out than just hanging out in town, you know? And so he's like, yeah, sweet, get your ass here as fast as you can. So I was probably about an hour and a half away or so. I was up in Hokitika, and so drove down. All my stuff was just like in the boots. I just had to quickly just ram it all in my pack and everything and stuff around, because I sort of just put everything in a big giant suitcase to fly over here. Made it a bit easier. And then chucked everything in the bag. Went up to the helicopter. As you can see, flew in. Awesome, so cool. On the way in, we actually did see a couple of chamois, so that was pretty cool. That was down on the river, probably about maybe a K from here, I reckon, maybe. It's not too far away. The guy was sort of like, he's like, where I'm taking you, he said there's a few good like little creek systems that feed the main river here. He's like, you might be able to get a bit of luck up through them. He said he sees chamois a fair bit, like all through here, so that's pretty cool. He reckons for the tahr, I need to go right up into the mountain per se. But he said you never know, sometimes the tahr do come down closer to this river. So like everything, like with hunting, sort of like just have a go. I went for a bit of a walk yesterday, further up the river, just to see where the next bridge was to get across and all that. And took a few photos and everything, just absolutely stunning. Far out. It's so pretty here. It's absolutely crazy. So I did that yesterday. So to walk up to the next hut, I don't know how far it is, but my quick little walk which is probably all of, I don't know, it's not very far, like 500 meters or so, like, and then back again, I was like far out. Like you have to really go slow. It's so slippery, so slippery. And even though I'm on a trail, the trail, most of it is like on basically like a cliff face / it's just all just roots and all that, and you're literally just going straight up, straight back down. And yeah, it's just extremely slippery. So you just got to really go slow, especially when you're going down. I'm very much just got like one hand on the bank pretty much at the same time, and it's that sort of steep. So you definitely aren't getting anywhere very quick around here. It's also sort of showed me that I think this little pocket that I'm in right now, it's so thick. You'd have to be very lucky to come across an animal, I think, because literally like as you're just cruising through, which is what I'm going to do, just stay super quiet whenever I'm walking around, because as the pilot was saying, he's like, dudes do pick them up like that, like you just cruise along just the trail. So yeah, we'll give it a go. Last night, because it was obviously for rain today and everything, but last night it pissed down, absolutely pissed down, and the wind was just insane. So I'm glad I did stay in the hut last night, but I think I probably will end up staying in the hut more than I probably thought I would, just because there ain't many places around here to put a tent down. It's all like that. We are literally on this like tiny little flat section, which is poking out in the middle of nowhere, and that's where the hut sort of is. And then pretty much all around us, it just goes straight up all around you, and all over there, and it's just straight up. But again, yeah, I will pack the bag, and tomorrow, hopefully the weather's not too bad, and I'm probably just going to start heading south a bit. Oh, sorry, that's north. I'm going to go up these couple of like little river systems that the guy was telling me to go up, that he reckons it there's usually some decent chamois. It's about 12 degrees, that's what I reckon now. It's cool, but it's not crazy cold. Slept like a log last night, solid like 12 hours or so of sleep. It was crazy, and I even woke up like hot, sort of thing. That the new big down sleeping bag, that thing is warm as, it's crazy, very good. So anyway, that's a bit of a quick update. So nothing too much going on today. Just going to do a few little camp chores, make sure my water bottles, my bladders and all that are filled in my pack, and just do a proper pack. Put all my stuff in my pack. I'm sort of just on an hour whether or not I just leave a couple of days food in here and a couple other bits and bobs that I'm probably not really going to need, and then adventure out tomorrow or something like that. Yeah, so far so good. It's just very miserable weather, but that's what they said. They said 100 to 200 mil of rain today, and I believe them. It's still just raining. It's not like heavy rain, but it hasn't stopped. Last night was the crazy rain, I think. But anyway, so as you can see, yeah, the river system's up heaps, and it's gone from that electric, awesome blue to just, it's like a grey colour. So I'm guessing that's just from all like the type of rock that's all up here and up into the mountains. But yeah, it looks weird because yeah, you used to like rivers, they turn brown usually when there's that much rain, but it's white. Really cool looking, bit different. Alrighty, so today I bought a bunch of these ones. These are Radix. These are New Zealand made, by the way. So I thought when I was in Australia, I was like, oh, at least I should be able to get let into the country with them or whatever. Even though they're a packaged thing, they're still a bit funny bunny with a lot of like meat stuff. But a lot of this brand is actually more like vegetarian per se. What I've seen anyway. But they've got a heap of protein in them, which is good. But also the good thing about these packets is they actually, when they're new, there's actually almost no air in them. Whereas normally I'll repackage all my dehydrated meals because a lot of them have got like so much air in them, and you just kind of like wrap them up very good. So you usually end up repackaging everything just to save you room as well. But also for these, so they've got these ones called the Ultra Range, which are 800 calories. So this thing here only weighs like, how much is it? 160 grams for 800 calories. So that's pretty bloody good. I I've only ever had a couple of their meals before, but a couple of them that I've had were actually pretty delicious. So there's this one here is called apple cinnamon, and then tonight I've got Thai green curry. Pretty cool in there. It's just a bit of hot water in them and let it do its thing. They got like just a fuel line, but they only take like, well, this one's only like 100 and something mils of water. So again, the Radix, even their dinners and everything, take only like a little bit of water really, which again is another good thing about them. So pretty crazy. A bit different to a lot of the other brands. Got like a little zip closure. You just let that hang out for 10 minutes or so. I'm sort of just boiling a bit more water than I sort of need to, and I'll just keep topping up my water bottle at the same time, even though I've got my filter out there. But then I can make coffee. This is my last Wadank. These things are delicious. They're like a coconut latte thing. My mate used to bring them over for us from, where was he working? I think he was working over the Philippines or something like that, I think it was. Yeah, he used to bring back like cartons of these things for us because they're bloody delicious. So this is my very last one, which is a bit sad, but oh well. And I'm actually going to mix it with a Moccona. Ooh. It's funny, the little bit like coconut flavour. It's pretty good. And just good old Moccona. Pretty hard to beat. Anyway, that's probably the most exciting thing that's going to happen all day. It is just raining. This is New Zealand for you though, I suppose, eh? That's what everyone told me. It's very wet. So far, it's very wet. Far out. So much rain, so hopefully tomorrow is going to be a nicer day. I think today I'll still get out. Probably just chuck on the wet weather gear on and go for a bit of a hike anyway. I just thought, since I'm doing so many of these dehydrated meals this trip, I might as well give you a bit of a review. So this one is the apple cinnamon. This is the ultra range, 800 calories. You use hot water. You can use cold water, it says. Got some crunchy bits. That's pretty good. Not too bad. I was expecting it to be more cinnamony. Got like good chunks of apple and stuff in there. Yeah, not too bad. I'd probably give that like a 5 or a 6. I feel like if I had more cinnamon or something like that, it'd be better. But it's got like, looks like it's got pumpkin seeds and stuff in it. You get a lot of these Radix are all vegetarian. We've got heaps of like little seed things and all that. Sunflower seeds and all sorts of stuff. Pretty good. Mainly uses so many calories and something so small, which is good. Very nice. Alright, well that's the Radix apple cinnamon. Done. Walk. I'm in all my wet weather gear, but it's pretty wet. So I crossed the river, across the big bridge, super cool. That river is just cranking. Anyway, so I'm on the other side. I'm just trying to make my way over and see where one of the other creek systems sort of is coming down and joining up with this big river. Anyway, it's tough going. It's just so slippery. You just have to go really, really slow. And I mean, like that's level. It just goes straight up. Like the camera doesn't really give it justice, but I'm following along like a bit of a pathy thing, looks like. But came across my first sign. Yeah, so I'm guessing that's chamois poo. Chamois are sort of like a small goat looking thing, so it's a pile of nice little pellets, so I'm guessing that's chamois. And I mean, I'm probably close to 500 metres away from where we saw him yesterday, so not too bad I don't think. The point is they're here. We've got chamois here. I mean, I can only see the only way, it's just so thick here, you can't, the only way is I've just got to be walking these trails all day every day, I think, just walking along this creek system, so this main river system I think, and maybe try and get up some of these creeks and just hope that there happens to be a chamois in the wrong place at the wrong time, and I just happen to be at the right place at the right time, and I've kept nice and quiet, I just happen to come across them. I think that's the only way it's ever going to happen. It's just too thick here, you're not going to be able to spot them from a distance. So this is just pure traditional bow hunting mecca. It's wet. Anyway, got to be in it to win a day. Get back to it. Well, as you can see, it's a fair bit colder today, so I thought, you know what, when in Rome, chuck the fire on, dry out all my gear from today, from trekking around in the rain as well, so save a bit of gas. Got in the hut here, there's a bit of cooking gear and everything, so I'll heat some water up with the pan. It has just not stopped raining, and it is raining pretty good out there right now, and the temperature's definitely dropped today. It's probably about 10 degrees outside, so I thought, yeah, righto, chuck the fire on. So I went out, chopped some more wood as well. They've got like a big like firebox undercover area up there, so I thought I'd yeah, you gotta do your bit, eh? Chop some wood up. I tell you what, this the wood that they've got here, I'm guessing it's obviously some of the land management guys obviously come up here with the saws and just chop up logs, but compared to Australian timber, this stuff chops so easy, you've hardly even got to swing the axe and it just splits straight down, which is definitely nice compared to home. Anyway, this is going to be nice. It'll be nice and warm tonight now because we've got fire going. It'll be good. Got the firebox nice and full. Got a bit more kindling in there chopped up as well. Should be good. Dry the socks out. Doesn't taste just like pure slop, you know. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Anyway, keep going. I'm just gonna smash a breakfast and coffee. packed up my stuff, so like half packed it up, and then off we go. We'll head up. Which direction are we going? Sort of like west, I suppose. Southwest. So yeah, off we go. You can just see the orange marker over there. We've got to make it through all this. We'll get up into there. I've already done one other big creek crossing. But you can see the bush is already starting to open up a bit now. It's good getting up higher, it's getting cold. I just quickly ditch my pack because you've got to climb all down through this bush and pop out somewhere where you think you can cross. So I'm thinking down here is going to be alright. It's got these first few big boulders to get down, and then the rest of it looks like it should be alright. Just go nice and slow. I just hit some of this stinging nettle stuff. Ah, it sucks. Stings. Who would have thought? Anyway, it's just pissing down. Bit over it, but gotta be in it to win it. That's what they reckon. Anyway, I gotta get to it. Keep going. Finally slipped, went into a hole, so now my left boot is filled with water. Until then I've had dry feet. It's been nice. Anyway, yeah, I'm underneath this big cliff sort of thing here. This is the only dry spot I've seen so far in New Zealand. And there is a bit of chamois poo in here, so they obviously hang out under here every now and then. You can see why. Nice little spot, and it's got an easy little spot down here down to the main river. So I'll keep that noted. They obviously come through this section, so that's pretty good. Anyway, I am proper soaked. I can start seeing the snow-capped mountains now. See it up through there. Pretty cool. Alrighty guys, stoked. As far as I'm concerned, my New Zealand trip's already successful. Crazy man, crazy. I was literally, I'll just show you where I was. Let's come back down here a bit. Oh, awesome. How good, I can't even believe it. I was literally just, I'll go down further. Here's what happened. I was literally down in there where I was talking to you guys last time about there's so much chamois sign. As I'm walking across, going across this like bit of a river thing there, chamois sign everywhere, come up over this rock, and not even joking, right there was a chamois bum, and I was like, what's that brown thing? And I was like, and then I must have made a tiny noise. It's just turned around and looked straight at me, and then I managed to knock an arrow, and I half drew. Guys, I was at 20 meters. Yeah, 20 meters. Maybe not even quite. But it was just full frontal, and I'm like, don't take a frontal. And the way it turned went like back into the bush a bit, and then it's only bounced out into the open here for like one little bounce, and then it stopped though. And I was like, I didn't hear it run up in the bush or nothing. So then I snuck over a bit more, and then I could just see over here. I was standing right there. There's another one. So that one that I seen mainly was like it was more like a real chocolate, sorry, like normal brown, sorry. And the other one was really dark, like almost black. So I don't know what that means. Maybe that's the buoy or something. But they were literally standing right there. Oh man. But I couldn't get around enough without trying to slip down these rocks. So I just couldn't get a shot, and then boom, off they went into the bush. Far out. I'm so stoked though. So stoked. I got to 20 meters of a chamois in New Zealand. Look at this. It's crazy. So cool. I'll show you where they were standing. You can see all their footprints and everything. Look at that. That's all just carved up from them. All over there. And it was literally just in here. Far out. Can't even believe it. Look at where we are, guys. I mean, this place is just amazing. So I've marked this on the map. I mean, this is just the craziest country. Oh, look at this. So you look at all the sign here. Look at all their prints. So I'll mark this on the map. But I tell you what, this is tough going, guys. Tough going. Even though I'm following a trail. So I'm actually following a trail, and it is tough as. You're climbing. I'm just throwing my bow up things to so I can climb up and everything. Like, it's just nuts, and it's just so wet. Oh man. Anyway, so I looked on the map, and I'm already halfway to the next hut. I can't believe how long it takes. Like, the other day at home, to put it in perspective, I did a 13k hike. It took me 3 hours on the dot with a break. Here, this is taking me like, I've been going for about an hour and a half, nearly 2 hours. I've done a bit over a K. That's crazy. That is crazy. But I'm being super cautious. I'm by myself and everything, but still, just tough country. Oh, I can't believe it. I can't believe I just seen chamois. So good. All right, we'll keep going. Let's hit it. There's all droppings here and everything. There's chamois prints everywhere all through here. You see why, a nice big overhang again. This is like another good spot to maybe hang out, I reckon. It's pretty nice spot under here. You'd imagine the chamois are like it a fair bit. I was sort of expecting to be a lot more droppings. There's also a couple of sets of bones here. I don't know. Crazy. So I'm guessing they definitely like to pull under here. Great spot to hang out. So I'm going to mark this one on the map as well. Whew, so wet. I mean, seriously, how good is this place? 3 awesome chamois just up there. I was at like maybe 50 meters from them. I was thinking to myself, this is like a perfect place for a chamois. And then bam, there's one right there. But just like goats, they obviously got like the old nanny that's always on the lookout, and she spotted me. Oh man, when I'm coming back to here, this is a super nice spot. Crazy. Check this out. Look at this red rock. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty happy to see a little bit of yellow through the bush here. It's my next cabin. Far out. Look at this. Let's go for a walk out here. Oh, this is Mecca. Holy chamoly. Oh. Oh man. Look, there's my little hut. Thank fuck for that. Oh man, what a spot. Holy chamoly. Oh, look at that. See all the glacier up there. Oh, good luck on firing that one. Crazy. Jimmy obviously leaks. A bucket of water out. Pretty nuts. Hope it's good enough. Can't get a fire going tonight. There he's going. Just so I do a bit of a recap. Woo. So today, yeah, got up pretty early. Still raining obviously and all that, and that was just one wet, such a wet day, far out, just soaked to the bone. Tough hike back up to here. You New Zealand fellas must have some good legs on you. I'm not too shy from climbing hills, and that was a good workout. How's that for a backdrop? Just amazing. Yeah, seeing those two, was the one chamois. She ended up pointing towards me, quickly knocked an arrow. I was like half drawn back waiting for her to turn broadside. I think she's seen me, and the way she ended up turning, I just couldn't get a shot, and then she sort of jumped across the track. Then I've sort of snuck around a little bit and just seen a sort of like another one, the arse end of another one, and it was standing next to it. It was really dark, like a chocolate, almost black sort of thing. Yeah, it was crazy. And then not too far from the hut here, come across those few. Just so awesome. Can't believe it. So as far as I can say, my New Zealand trip is 100% a success. I really just wanted to get up in the mountains, check it all out. And if I even seen an animal, I was going to be extremely stoked. And to have actually come in pretty close to a few, just amazing. And actually put weight on my bow with an arrow knocked. Doesn't get much better than that. And I mean, what a backdrop. It's pretty cold here. Managed to get the fire going. The fireplace is just completely filled with water. Whole bucket of water come out of it. Crazy. But managed to get a fire going. It might be needed for tonight. It's going to be pretty fresh, I reckon. Anyway, so I'll probably spend a couple of days up here. Just sort of venturing around. All on all this scree here. There's chamois poo. So they obviously come down into here as well. So anyway, so the next couple of days I'll probably just hang around here and see what I can come up with. Now that the sun's out, you can really see the glacier. How cool is that? These snow-capped mountains out here. Where the farm will be. Up in there. I reckon I'll venture up into this gully interesting. So only recently, a couple months ago, 2 months ago, a fella went up to Ice Lake, shot 2 chamois and shot 2 tar. So that's pretty cool. So there's a lot of stuff in here. It says, yeah, well, up Ice Lake, which is where I've been planning on sort of hiking up to. Because I'm pretty keen to see the Ice Lake. It's meant to be pretty spectacular. Everyone in here says, yeah, head up that way. It's really pretty and everything. But that seems to be where a lot of the tar are as well. So it'll be an interesting trip, I think. So again, I reckon it's about a 2-hour walk up there. So far, 2 hours in New Zealand means half a day. But anyway, we're up to. So this one is the Radix Ultra 800 range Turkish falafel. Let's see what this one's like. That tastes like falafel. That's awesome. That's pretty good. Super thick. That's pretty good. Yep. I'm down with that one. That's a good one. That is good. That is a good thick. Just like falafel. It's super flavoursome. That's good. Morning everyone. Well, next day. As you can see from some of the photos, probably sunrise was awesome with the snow-capped mountains in the background there. Very picturesque. Oh jeez, I'm a bit stiff today, but we're going to make our way up to Ice Lake today. It's looking like it's going to be fine weather hopefully. There's a bit of cloud around. So this morning, again got the Radix. This is the mixed berry. Usually most berry things taste pretty good. Yep, that's good. That's a good breakfast. I like that one. That's definitely a do it again one, that's for sure. Oh, alrighty. Basically just smash a breakfast, have a coffee and everything. Pack my bag. I'll take a bit of stuff up with me. And then yeah, we'll head up. I reckon it's about 2 Ks, so about a 2-hour hike it says. See what happens. On the maps it looks like it might be a little bit like flatter going, so hopefully that is the case. And then eventually it should open up into the to the lake area. And that's where it sort of said that you see a lot of tar up that way, so yeah. We'll get to it. Well guys, I hope you can hear me alright. I'm trying to get up this creek, this river basically. And then I'm going to pull the pin. I'm trying to get to the other side so I can head up to Ice Lake. And I just haven't found anywhere safe to cross yet. It's all super sketchy. It's the river's just cranking. All the rain that we've had. So might have to stick around near the hut or maybe head back into the bush a bit for today. See if this comes down a fair bit overnight. It probably won't though, to be perfectly honest. It sucks. I was like, oh, at least even if I can just keep going up here, I can't. All this is all like, all this land sliding behind me. It's taken out all the trail and everything. And there's just no way, there's a sheer cliff behind me. So the only way you can get up here is to get around all this. And it just starts getting sketchy as. Too sketchy. So just going to do the right thing and pull the pin, I think. It is what it is. Not my day. I really wanted to head up to Ice Lake. Especially because today the sun's actually out. It'd just be magic up there. It's the only other place I can think of is I might head right down the creek. Head on down that way, but I highly doubt it's just more and more water as it gets added up all the way down. Anyway, it is what it is. See you soon. As you can see, there's some super fresh poo there. That's on the undercut, so that was either from last night or very first thing this morning. Also along this trail, found a fair few fresh footprints too, so I'm guessing the tail moved through here this morning. So anyway, I'm just going to keep going along this trail, see if I can't bump into them. I almost forgot. It's a forgot to do the dinner meal thing, little dinner review. So today is the 6th. Tomorrow's the 7th. Today, couldn't get across the river, which really sucked. There's just too much rain, for those couple of days when I first came in. It's just cranking. It's just way too sketchy to be trying to cross it. It's just not worth it. But what I've already noticed when I was just been out and about before, a lot of the you see all like the waterfalls and everything are all significantly less up in the mountains. So I'm going to be up real early tomorrow, and I'm going to just quickly scoot across and see how good the river is. If we can get across, then might mission it up and try and get up to that ice lake, because I really want to see it. Be super pretty, let alone that's supposedly where all the tar and stuff are. So anyway, so today wasn't really much going on. I ended up going further back into the bush again today. Found heaps of like fresh sign again, little buggers. So there's chamois around, But the bush here is so dense, you literally, the only way you're going to come across them is if you just happen to be walking along the trail at the same time as they are. You can't get through this bush basically, it's completely ridiculous. It's just so thick. Even I haven't even seen game trails, which sort of blows my mind a bit. So even though the chamois are obviously coming down and stuff, and there's poo everywhere and all this, but there's no like definitive trails going back up into the bush. So that it's not like they have like a favourite trail or anything. Well, not that I've seen anyway. It's not like when you're hunting goats and all that. They get like trails going. Even like deer and everything, they get trails going that they just constantly always going down to their favourite little watering spots or whatever. And there might be a fair few trails or whatever, but there are trails, Whereas here I haven't found a single trail, nothing. So I think either the chamois just cruise around, just doing their thing, and they just pop out wherever they feel like popping out, or whatever. I don't know what they do. It's pretty weird. Also, seeing a couple of groups that I've seen so far have only been in a couple at a time. So I don't know if that's also a normal thing. So that could be why as well you don't really see too many trails, because there's only like 2 or 3 in like a little pack, a little group. So that could be it too. But anyway, so today was nice. It's already freezing outside. The sun's about to go down. It's weird. I've got to sort of reset my, what times are times. Like here, the sun's like 7 to 7, whereas at home it's like 5 to 5 now. 5 to 6 sort of thing. Whereas here it's, the times are like pushed way further out. So that's a bit weird. This is in your mental clock. You're like, oh yeah, I need to be back at the hut. But then you're like, oh, I've still got 2 hours of sunlight. Anyway, so I'm just sitting back reading a magazine. Crazy. Most of the magazines in these huts are like 10 years old, which is super cool though. So anyway, so this one here is, Radix again, Smoky Barbecue. And I like this one, it's pretty good. Already had a couple mouthfuls. This is pretty good. Definitely do that one again. One of the other ones I'm really keen to try is basil pesto, which I think I'll have tomorrow night. Pretty keen on that one too. So anyway, so I'm just going to sit back, read a magazine for a little bit longer whilst the light's still there, and have a cup of tea, and probably hit the A pretty early, so I can get up real early. I'll sort of get up before sun. I'll actually might set an alarm clock, which is crazy. Just so I can check that out, because if it is good, then I'll sort of do a quick pack of like what I want, and then I'll shoot up for the day, and then it'll be on the 8th. We'll have to leave here really early, get back to the other hut, because I told the chopper that I'll be there at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon onwards, just in case he has to fly in, like half a day early. He said to me, he's like, oh, supposedly at the end of my stay, so the weather might start turning again. So I said to him, like, I'll be there, the afternoon early, just in case. So if they think that it's going to be crap on the 9th weather, then he'll fly in on the 8th afternoon and pick me up. So basically the 8th afternoon, I'm going to be back at the other hut. So note for next time, I think I will either hire off them, or really I just need to buy myself one of the satellite communication things. I've got like EPIRBs and all that, but not so I can text, because that'll be better. Then I would have just been like, I'll stay up here and just get the helicopter from here. Saves traipsing all the way back that way just to be getting picked up basically. And I think up here is obviously probably better hunting, to be perfectly honest. But the other place did actually have plenty of sign there too, so who knows. Yeah. Morning. I've made it back down to that slip from the other day where I've seen those 3. I mean, there's chamois sign everywhere here, so they obviously like it, so I think I might just hang out here for like half the day. I don't know if you can see like the steam coming off me. It's pretty cold this morning. But I'm roasting. It's tough going. Oh man. So anyway, hopefully all this is steamed off me. Covered in these little black seed things. Pretty annoying. Anyway, I'm just going to hang out here for probably until midday or something. Maybe a bit after, and then keep on wandering down. I was hanging out. Seeing if a chamois will come down. Got a nice flat rock underneath your bum. Let myself a bit of a seat. So I can sit back and look at the mountain. Shows. So that's level. So you can literally basically see my feet. That's how steep it is. And then just go straight up. That's where we were yesterday. Not yesterday, a few days ago. Alright, just go back to the other hut. Not gonna lie, pretty happy. I'm knackered. Because it looks like we might have a couple other campers in here. There's a bunch of stuff over there. It's very warm there, so I think the fire must be going a bit. Sounds good to me. Alright, I'll go have a quick look, eh? Oh man, I feel funny not wearing my pack. Stuffed. Oh, you can see the river gone down a fair bit already. And it's turned back to a nice blue. And just like before, it started pissing down rain again. Crazy. Whew. Alrighty, I'm going to get out of these wet clothes and have some lunch. What's the date today? I think it's the 8th today. I just thought I'd give you a bit of a recap or whatever. So last night, it says in the diary here, it's in each of the huts and everything, they've got these visitor books. So sort of in there it says, you know, what are you up to and, you know, all those sorts of things. Which is pretty cool, so it's good you can read through it and have a look at some of the other different things. But anyway, it says there that the other fellows that were meant to be here were meant to be coming back last night, but they didn't come back. So whether they decided to hang out for an extra night or not, don't know. Where they said they were going, they're going up to some Schnebley or something. Or Schnobly or something, I don't know. It's obviously, it might be a bit of a local thing, I don't know. Can't find nothing like that on the map, so I don't know. They obviously know somewhere cool or something. But yes, hopefully they're alright, because they've left a whole bunch of stuff here as well, so, but they obviously know what they're doing. But it's funny, in his notes he says add 1/3 to track times, and it's like, yeah, pretty much at least that. Another funny thing is, so when you're reading through all this stuff, you know, because that's what the West Coast is known for, pretty hardcore hiking. So yesterday I actually put on my GPS and actually mapped the track coming back. And so it was 8Ks. So I was like, that's why. So I don't know how it works on this map or whatever, but it doesn't seem to be right because, yeah, on my GPS it said it did 8Ks and you're climbing up and down a lot. And it's just brutal. And it's just funny because you read through some of these things and everything and it's sort of like, you know, hiking or whatever, West Coast is bloody brutal and blah 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 through here, and you know, it's just like track times are nowhere near what it is, and it's good. It's very wet, foggy, blah blah blah. It's all the same sort of conditions, you know. Obviously, it's this is what the West Coast is known for, being pretty wild. But it's cool. But there's lots of really good notes through here, and it's funny. Not bad at all. A lot of fellas are actually coming from all the way from Watarua. I think that's how you say it, Watarua or something. Which from there to here, that's a bloody long hike. It says on the sign there it's a 10-hour hike. So I'm guessing it's more like 12 hours or something like that. I think it just depends on the conditions too. It's like yesterday I was getting through a bit quicker, but as soon as it started to rain again, the tracks were just so much slipperier. And so the tracks that are here, you really, like, it's not like at home or like, you know, just easier tracks in general, where you don't even have to, like, you're hardly even looking where you're walking as such. Like, you're looking ahead obviously, but you can just be walking. Here, it's that tight and everything. They're like, I don't think there's a single section where you could walk side by side together with another person, so you're always single trail. And then the ground's just that bad and the track is that crazy, like you literally have to be watching every single footstep. So even like whilst you're trying to like hunt through here, it's so slow. If you're trying to hunt here, it's so slow because you literally, every footstep you take, you have to literally look where you're putting your foot and then look back up again. So you're only taking like a few steps, look around, take a few steps, look around, take a few steps. So when you're in like hunting mode going through here, it is very, very slow. Very, very, very slow. And the bush here is just so thick. Like, I grew up in the rainforest, and our rainforest has got nothing on this. This is insane. This is so thick. Very, very thick. It's just yeah, completely different world. It's super cool. And like the bird life here is awesome. There's so many birds. There's heaps of these like little finchy, you know, wren things or whatever and all that. And actually, on speaking of birds, so yesterday I think I filmed it. I actually got one of those things called a blue duck. In Maori, they're called a wehi or something, or wehi or something. I think it's called. Like with all the New Zealand things, I'm probably stuffing all your native language up, and I apologise for that. But yeah, he's a super cool looking duck, and I managed to get really, really close to him. So I don't know if they're just a pretty chill duck or what, but he was pretty happy there, just hanging out. He was pretty cool. He was tucked in behind a rock where the eddy currents were swirling. Very pretty bird though. What else? That's about it anyway. So today I'm sort of just hanging out at camp. So sorry, what I was going to say is those fellas that were out last night, whew, mate, it bucketed down last night. Holy chamoli, it was pissing down again. So I definitely made the right choice to come home yesterday, come back to here, because all the creeks would just be cranking again halfway through today, I reckon. Like by the time everything's filters down a bit, everything's gonna be cranking again. So I'm glad I didn't end up going up to Ice Lake because yeah, there's no way I'd be getting back now. I'd be stuck up there for a couple of days at least. Not that I can get past the creek going back up there anyway. Which again is a bit of a shame, but anyway, might hit up the helicopter when he flies in today/tomorrow. He might be able to take me for a quick spin up there. I don't know. See how time's going or whatever. Take me for a quick fly up to Ice Lake. So I'm super keen to see it. And I shall show you on this map here. So here's the big map in each hut. So where we're in the other hut is just up here. I was taking photos of all these glaciers coming down through all here. So it's probably about there was the part of the glacier that you can see. But as you can't really tell, maybe super good, but this ridge here that you can see in my photos, that's at 2,500 meters. So you're pretty high up. And then on the other side of that is the giant, one of the big glaciers, big glacier systems, and that's where people helicopter up and go walking around and stuffing around the glacier and check it out. So that's the thing, most of the cloud cover's down below that glacier. The helicopters fly up into the valley, and I think they must be flying in over here or something like that, and they fly up onto the glacier between these two big ridges. Pretty cool. And the glacier's just flowing down, doing its thing. So the bit that we could see was, I reckon it was probably this one here, Nansen, what's it called? Yeah, Nansen Glacier. Yeah, so I was only going from here to here, those two huts. So it's 8 Ks. And then I was trying to get from here up into Ice Lake because I wanted to hunt all this side of this mountain here. But I just simply couldn't get past one of the rivers, so it is what it is. And then that's where we are at the moment. The same with this track here as well. I sussed that one out, trying to maybe head up that way. I think I could get up into this place here called Gun Ridge. It says that the track's sort of closed or whatever, but because there's a big landslide through there now. When I got to it, I was like, I think it'd be probably doable. You might have to, get across that and then get back up and in. I don't know. Anyway, maybe for next time. But anyway, as you can see, pretty wild country. I'm just gonna have a bit more of a read through this the visitors book because it's pretty cool. May have a bit of breakfast and just stick around for the day. Hopefully the helicopter will either get me this afternoon or tomorrow morning. One or the other. Whenever the weather's good. Other than that, I'll keep you posted. Otherwise, it's probably not going to be much more happening as far as out here and hunting and all that sort of goes, or any sort of hiking really. Today's just going to be a bit of a chill out day, packing my gear up, give everything a bit of a clean, give myself a bit of a clean up, and that's about it. Today's the 9th. Hopefully the helicopter comes and gets me this morning. Yesterday I said for him to come get me or whatever, but the weather was too crap. So anyway, so it was an extra night in the bush. That's alright. So we did 7 days, 6 nights. Pretty good trip. Pretty stoked. First trip in New Zealand. Absolute cracker. Last night ended up being a few other hikers come in. So that was cool, just having a yarn with a few New Zealand fellas. And yeah, so anyway, we'll just wait for the chopper to get here and we'll get out of here. Weather seems to be clearing up this morning, so should be right for helicopter today. And yeah, let's go.